Morning, everyone. Kumusta yo? So this is the second part of this. It wasn't going to be a series, but because I had some technical issues, uploading it as one whole 30-minute video, um, I'm gonna have to. I had to resort to creating two separate videos about the miniature preview for the Titans of ＡEON TRESPASS Odyssey. So I mean, that is what it is. But at least it gives you another video that I can upload. It's already pretty much all done, so really, you're not missing out on anything. I can get it out to you guys on time. So no drama there. I've actually yet to play the game properly amongst friends, so I'm gonna aim to do that probably. Maybe not anytime too soon, but it's gonna happen. I usually game with my mates about every fortnight, but we sort of play a variety of different games, and this one is sort of going to be on the back burner. Well, not too back burnerish, but it's gonna be a little bit later till we have to play it, because we don't do this because we want to push through games. We actually meet together, congregate, and then play games because we enjoy playing games. So it's all about fun. So the thing is, eventually we're gonna get straight into ＡEON TRESPASS Odyssey, but until then we're playing other things like Uprising, Curse of the Last Empire. We also do a little bit of Bard Song, and we just came off Gloomhaven. Actually, I haven't finished it properly with them, but it's okay. Maybe we'll revisit it, or maybe I'll eventually get Frosthaven. Who knows? So until then, that's probably going to be a few months' time anyway. But hey, look, enjoy this one. Thanks again for stopping by. Look, I appreciate everyone coming by my channel and checking it out. So thank you so much. If I haven't said this before, what have I said? What have I said? Oh yeah, please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe. If you like my content, I'm going to produce a lot more, of course. But your support is greatly appreciated. Definitely greatly appreciated. Sorry, don't want to muffle my voice here. So please like and subscribe, and look, click that notification bell. Ding, ding, ding. If you want to see, get notified of my videos when they get released. That way, for sure that when I upload them, you can consume them straight away off the bat. So without further ado, here's the video. All right, so here we go. Next Titan up to bat. This Titan's name is the, sorry, I keep on saying the, but I'm in front of them. But basically, this Titan's name is Ascender. And if you have a quick read of the backstory on the site, I can already sort of draw parallels to the Harpy. So the Harpy is one of the primordials, based off the mythological creature of the same name. And the reason why I'm getting this vibe or relation to it, it's not an obvious one in the blurb, but what I think, I believe that this Titan is modeled after is basically the talons on its feet. Much like the harpy or any bird, the talons are quite sharp and then shaped in such a way. And that's awesome. I mean, probably not one of my most favorite designs, but it's definitely I just love really freaky ones that sort of defy I guess convention a little bit, and this is probably one of them. Not too beautiful, but a beautiful sculpt nonetheless. Again, another interesting thing though, it carries basically this warhammer, very Bloodborne style, in my opinion, and I think, and when I sort of describe it a little bit more in detail, it is pretty much very Bloodborne-like. It sort of is like a trick weapon. So you'll notice that that's the hammer itself, and then the handle bit looks like a blade of some sort, isn't it? So yeah, there's a sword pretty much embedded in. I'm going to say a sword in the stone, but a sword embedded in the hammerhead. And then so one pummel of this, and then he can take the blade out and then finish off his enemy. So quite a powerful, tricky type of fighter this Titan is. And you'd be thinking that maybe he's a bit of a Cyclops as well, but He could be, but I think he's more so modeled after the harpy, amongst all other things. So beautiful once again. Oh, he's got like a staff at the back of his positioned or fastened to the on his back. Maybe a little bit of a spellcaster. Yeah, who knows? You know, let's focus a bit on that. So that's brilliant right there. Pow! Shabam! Okay, awesome, lovely. All right, the next Titan we have is Solon. Let's get him into focus. So they make a point that this out of all the other Titans, this particular Titan Solon is actually the frailest looking. So you'd be probably wondering if he's even useful in battle. You know, it looks like he's dragging this warhammer or this horned sort of bat around, and probably looks like he can't even hold his own. But in actuality, his frail frame, based on the description of him, hides away his powerful strength. So this particular Titan gives you the impression that he's not going to contribute much to the battle, but that just tricks the enemy and yourself. So this guy is someone that you definitely do not want to underestimate. There's raw power bridling in this particular Titan's body. So yeah, so Solon is brilliant. Again, I just love it. Big fan of the helm design. Trying to get that into focus. Probably gonna be difficult. All right. Well, regardless, let's move on to the next one. All right. So this Titan's name, her name is Ulysses. But definitely based off the character Ulysses, or the name Ulysses, which is, if you're not too familiar, Ulysses, or that's how I'm pronouncing it anyway. Ulysses is the Roman version, or the Roman name of the Greek name Odysseus. So Odysseus, the word Odyssey comes from Odysseus, and Odysseus is a very famous character in the Iliad, which is a poem by Homer. It's another Greek again, ancient Greek sort of poetry that tells the tale of the Trojan War. So Odysseus is a major player in that war. He's also been renowned as a very cunning character, very swift, and famous for the journey he makes back home. So again, Ulysses probably has a bit of that modeled, a bit of herself modeled after that. Probably a character that's very cunning, very swift, very patient. And it's also to note, like in the blurb about this particular Titan, there's a one of the Argonauts is an Argonaut named ODYSSEY. Again, very cyberpunky that they're trying to do with the Argonauts you play, and it's beautiful. I love it. So definitely there's a play, and then Ulysses is pretty much his first Titan that he commands or commandeers. So. Awesome. Love it. All right. This she-devil, this Titaness, her name is Philoctera. So let's just get her to focus a little bit more. She's armed with an arc bow, they call it. So definitely probably a lightning spitting long-range weapon or mid-long range weapon. Awesome. She's probably a great long ranger. You can see like her crossbow bolts on her back. Because these are Titans, these bolts are like tree trunks, maybe even thicker. A nice little dagger. So she's described as a very ferocious and vicious engine of destruction. She's just carving her way through her enemies and just leaving bodies at her wake. She's just ripping them apart. So you sort of don't get that impression from the model, the design itself. I mean, like, she lends herself to probably be a lot more like a ranger, a lot more like a light and swift character that's could be a glass cannon, but but doesn't sort of look more like a berserker or a DPS type of character. So definitely this Titan is surprising, but it's awesome. Very lovely design. And yeah, there's a body right over here. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, right over there in the scalp. Love it. See if I can have a closer look. So before I describe, here's the next one. Logic Breaker is this Titan's name. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring her back in. So you don't know if you can see, but yeah, it looks like there's a skeletal remain or a character just pretty much shackled to a piece of driftwood that's pretty much attached to her her leg armor. So that's pretty cool detail. Love it. Very, very cool. Okay, Loctera. Again, hopefully I'm pronouncing their names right. Pronunciation, I try my best, but what can you do? Okay, so moving on, we have here a Logic Breaker, a funky Titan design. The armor alone differs from the rest. It's very rectilinear, very cubic, which sort of relates back to maybe labyrinthian design, like mazes, but also I guess akin to the name Logic Breaker, you get more of a cyber feel with this particular Titan. Armed with an awesome little shield, and the helmet is just snazzy. This boy's got a good little ruff underneath that helm, and it looks like a very unique makeshift type of sword. So awesome, love it. So again, with the backstory behind this particular character, he turns the lies of the primordials against them. Whatever that means, I'm not sure. Maybe as you play, you'll uncover a bit more of the story or I guess the logic behind that particular description of him. So again, awesome stuff. And look, before I go, I must add one more thing. So it seems like Theseus is related to this character, or rather like a part of his philosophy or something attributed to his name that is quite well renowned. In the blurb, they call it the embodiment of the Theseus logic. I'm not too familiar with that term, but there is one called the ship of Theseus. So pretty much, if I don't delve too much in the story behind that, the ship of Theseus is actually a thought experiment where, based on the legend, the hero Theseus, when he sailed home, it was aboard his ship, and then when he became king, those who sort of praised him, they would honor his name by taking that same ship on adventures year after year after year. So of course, with continuous use, the ship itself would need regular maintenance. Parts would fall off, would deteriorate, or be destroyed, and they would need to be replaced. So there's I guess a thought experiment behind that, where if components of a original whole, or the original components of a whole, are replaced, is that particular whole still called the original name? So for example, the Logic Breaker, what makes him Logic Breaker are what you see on him, these components, the sword, the helmet, the shield. But as he continues battling over time, and then these components of him that you attribute to him, if they get destroyed and then or worn down and need to be replaced, maybe not with the similar type of design, maybe as close as possible, but then if all these pieces eventually get replaced and he's covered in brand new components, is he still the Logic Breaker? Maybe that's why his name is Logic Breaker. It just defies logic. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, an interesting thought, and very interesting thought. Okay, next one. Look, we're down to our last one of the set of Titans that I want to show you guys. There's actually about maybe 2 or 3 left in the box that I haven't brought out, only because I'm not too familiar with them. So I mean, the ones I have shown you are enough to sort of give you a fair idea of the ensemble cast that you guys have at your disposal to play, when you go up against the primordials. So lastly, this particular Titaness, her name is the Maze Runner. As you guess, she definitely is related to a maze, and in particular the most famous maze of all, the labyrinth. So her backstory is related to the labyrinth and also to the Minotaur legend, and you can tell, I thought this was a ram at first, but it's not. It is a bull's head, just without the horns. It's quite a bovine, maybe there's a bit of horns there, but I mean not full horns. You can tell there's bovine features on this particular shield. So she holds it close to her chest, and she's holding a very sharp looking spear. But also of note, which probably relates to her name, is like this exoskeleton. This awesome little exoskeleton, or not little, but this awesome exoskeleton only on her legs. You know, so her name being the Maze Runner, speed and guile are aspects of her character. So awesome. You know, to boost her speed up, she's got these exoskeletons on her legs attached, and I'm pretty sure that's enough to sort of power her through. Like, she's just a speed runner. It's just awesome, you know. So again, another feature, another design feature that just sort of speaks wonders. And again, if you look at the helm, much like with Logic Breaker, you know, labyrinthine design, she's also got similar rectilinear maze-like aspects to her helm design, and it is awesome. You know, it is awesome. All right, great stuff. Oh, hey, give me a second. Hey, all right, I guess that wraps it up. So tune in for my next video. It'll probably be in a week's time or something, but tune in for next one. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So look, it's sort of tough being a father. I've got a couple of kids, and you know, they're quite young. So I actually do a lot of my editing work like late at night, and when I do it, I am just buggered, so tired. But look, it's fun. It's fun doing videos, and it's fun having kids around when you do them. I will see you same bad time, same bad channel. Paalam yo, guys. Peace. Oh.